All right, guys, Austin here with Budget Card Breaks, and I just wanted to show you guys. This is about a third. Well, I have two piles I'm going to show you, but about a third of the cards that I'm bringing to the show that I'm putting on the table. I'm pricing them, and I just want to get some feedback what you guys think. Keep in mind all of the things that I price on, like this Charizard 35. I leave room to negotiate. I mean, people that go to card shows generally know that the sticker price, is negotiable. If they don't know that, well, silly. They just have to ask. But yeah, so price is at 35. I'd love to sell for 35, but willing to go down to 25 on this if need be. Same with this, 30 bucks. I would go down to 20, but but ideally sell it for 30. Card like this is a little bit overpriced, but Shea Gilgeous is my favorite player. It's out of 249. It's a gem mint 10. I priced it. There really wasn't too many prices to go off of, so I just put 100 down. Realistically, it's probably more of like a $70, $60 card, but I don't really want to sell it unless it's a good price, just because I like it so much. Wander Franco, again, keep in mind like lower, I'd say anything below $50, I keep $10 room to negotiate. So I would sell this for 30, maybe even 25, but ideally 40, like I said. This is a rookie when Wander was hot. I don't know what's going on in baseball, so I don't know if he's hot anymore or not. I heard a while back that he's not as hot anymore, but like I said, I have no idea. It's Pikachu priced at 40. Again, I'll say it again. $10 room on each card. This is the last time I'll say it. So if you guys see a thing, just know that there's negotiation room. All these, you got to do that with pricing your cards. Like the lowest I would sell this card for, I probably would let it go for like 25 because I know what I paid for it, and I paid like under 20 bucks for this card. So but you want to try to make as much as you can. I mean, I saw eBay, some people have paid $40, $35 for this card. So price it at that, and, have room to negotiate and haggle. Because if I put this card at 25, let's say, which is what the lowest I'd probably sell it for, then you have no room to negotiate. And if someone wants to negotiate, they'll kind of think you're a tightwad if you don't want to like negotiate with them. So it's better just to overprice a little bit and be willing to negotiate. So this, I might actually crack this out of the slab just because it's kind of hurting the price on it. This is another out of 249, just like that Shea. I actually have like 5 of these, so it's going to be nice to have them all lined up next to each other because they're pretty shiny, nice cards. But price this at 20, it'd be worth a lot more if it wasn't such a bad grade. But I don't know why it's graded so bad either. It looks pretty nice. It's weird, huh? Yeah, I feel like if I cracked this out, honestly, like if I told someone like, "Oh, this could be a 10, a 9 at least," like I would believe it if someone said that to me and this was raw. Like, do you guys see any problem? If someone was like, "Yeah, this will get a 9 or a 10, you should grade it." I'd be like, "Yeah, it probably would." But this got a 6 for some fucking weird reason. But anyways, LaMelo Ball 30. I'm trying to get out of LaMelo Ball stuff when I can. I have some higher dollar stuff I'm hanging on to, but just like the lower, because when I first got into the hobby, he was my favorite person to collect, but that has changed so much since then. Miles Sanders got game 15, pretty much just to get rid of this. $70 for this rookie Kobe. ISA, people say what you want about it, but to me they grade cards pretty accurately. I've seen people do crossovers with ISA. I actually just watched a video on it, and they were crossing over to PSA and actually getting higher grades with PSA than they were with ISA. So uh, it's not the greatest company, of course. That's why I have a. Normally, this card sells for $100 at a PSA 9, so I put it at 70 at a 8.5. If you ignore the label, I mean, you could really make some money on that. I was surprised how much this card goes for. It really goes for about 25, but again, you gotta just overprice a little bit, guys. I mean, not like douchey. I know I made comments before on it. It's douchey when you like have a card that's worth 500 and you like put like a $3,000 price tag on it. That's douchey. Like $10, $15 over is not, because that's just haggling, negotiating room. But PSA 10, even though like I said, I was surprised that how much these were going for. I saw a couple sales for about 25 up to $30. So why not 35? 25, I actually couldn't find any comps on this card anywhere. But I'd probably let it go for 20. Came down to it. 20, I'd let this go for 15, maybe even 10. I don't like Michael Jordan at all. I know that's kind of weird for a collector to say. Okay, this is obviously a bullshit grade because this got a 10, and look at that wear on that side. So, and this is Beckett's like little. Apparently, ISA grade's a little bit harder than BCCG, huh? Because that is definitely not a 10. Anyways, moving on. So I almost priced this card at like $20 because Dyson Daniels isn't much, but I didn't see this 3 out of 7 right here. And 150 might be a little high, but with the higher price cards like 150, I have way more negotiating room. Like, I know what I paid for this card, so I have a ton of negotiating room on this card. So as long as I'm making money on the card, I'll negotiate. I'm not gonna say what I paid for it because at the show I'm giving my YouTube to a lot of people, so I don't want to like them to go back on the videos and be like, hey, you know. But yeah, I'm a lot of room to work with on this card. It's out of 7, so I decided to price it kind of high, but I could definitely work with people on that. 20 on this. I was surprised. There's actually a lot of $20 PSA 5 completed sales on this card. I wasn't expecting that. I was actually going to put this in a hot pack, a slab, just because it's such a low grade. But hey, if it could sell for $20, at least $15, I'll put it out there on the table. My partner didn't want me to sell this card because they like Kobe, but it's 2019. It's just a base prism. It's not even a silver. And what's funny is the silver is selling for the same price as the regular, just because a lot of people don't grade the regular prism. So I saw a couple $30 sales for the regular prism, and then the same price was selling for the silver. So yeah, but I'm willing to go down on this price, like I said before. But you gotta price your cards at something. So that's about half of them. And like I said, with these two piles, I probably have about. And then yesterday, I graded about the same amount of cards as these. I just didn't show them to you guys. And I probably have like one more batch of like equal amount of cards to grade, and then I'll be ready. So I have quite a few slabs to put out there on the floor. And I also have a dollar box, a $3 box, $5 box, $10 box loaded up. I think I have a really good deals. I have probably over 100 autograph cards of lesser known players, raw cards, but I'm putting them in the $3 box, and if someone bought a lot of them, I'd $2, whatever. But $2 for an autograph, regardless of who it is, I think that's a pretty cool deal. But we'll see how that works out. I was surprised how much this card was going for. I actually saw legit sales going for $30 of this Dark Electrode in a Mint 9. Probably just because it's really hard to find. Uh, Even base cards, I bet it'd be harder to find than the hollows and the nice cards to find in good condition, because cards like these, they went. Even though no one took care of Pokemon cards back in the day, they might have taken care of like the upper echelon, like the nice Charizards, the nice hollows, but no one would have thought to take care of cards like these. So I feel like PSA 9, that's probably a reason why it actually did have some high sales, because this was a card I was expecting to put in my hot packs too, but it's selling at 30. I'm gonna put it out there. This one I found kind of funny because I have a lot of cards like this in my hot packs, and just because it's Japanese, it sells for a little bit more, which it used to kind of be the opposite, right? uh, but now, yeah, Japanese is king. So this was going for about 20 online. It's in a 95. I'd probably let it go for 15 if I had to. Nice looking Pikachu. Um, Probably pretty firm on this. Maybe I might sell for 20, but I know this card isn't really rare, but it's a good looking card, and I like Pikachu. It's worth $25 to me. It's slab. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these cards, if you think about it, are really discounted, because if I got these cards raw and slabbed them all myself, to slab with BGS is about $16 for non-subgrades and $18 for subgrades. So not subgrade, but $16 just alone to grade. So all right, Gem Mint 10, Andre Drummond. I couldn't really find anything on this, but it's a 10. Probably let it go for 15, maybe even 10, but yeah, it's just a slab. I think I paid like $9 for this. Ooh, I shouldn't say what I paid. Oops, but yeah. So as long as I make it at least $1 on it, I'll sell. Pretty much, I'm trying to sell all of this stuff, even if I don't make money on it. As long as I even out, and I know I'll be net positive. But like, let's say if I bought a card for, let's say if I bought this for 30, I would sell it for 30. Fine, just to get rid of it. These are all cards that I just want to get out of my collection because my collection is really big. Like I have two huge waterproof, fireproof totes that hold like I don't know, probably 100 slabs in each one. Both of those are full. And then I have like another one that holds like 50 that's full of slabs. And those are all like high dollar slabs I don't want to trade. And then these were like all extra ones like in shoe boxes and it's just getting insane to a point where it's like I got to get rid of some of these. Recoup some money. I haven't sold any cards since I started collecting. It's all fine and dandy to to say, "Oh, I made this much money on the card," I'm up this much, but it's all kind of imaginary until you actually make some sales and pull the trigger. So my stepdad likes to talk a lot of shit to me and be like, spend all the money on the damn cards. I haven't seen, and I'll be like, well, this card's worth $1,000. He's like, well, where's $1,000 at? So I'm gonna make some sales and show him that there actually is money in cards. He's kind of an old, grumpy old man. He's always mad at the world, racist, piece of crap. I don't like him, but he very negative person, old man, alcoholic. Leave it at that. This is kind of high priced, but this is what I found it at. It must be kind of a rare Lamella Ball. It's Gem Mint 10. I think I graded it with the PSA comp, so that's why it's probably a little high. I'm not really sure about this grading company, but I mean, let's just take a look at the card. Yeah, I don't think this would still maybe a 9. I don't know if it'd be a 10, but I don't know. We'll see about this card. I'd probably come way down on this if I needed to. I don't even like the look of this card. I feel like it's ugly. That's why I wanted to sell it. I do collect LaMelo, but this card I'm not a fan of. This card I actually am a fan of. If I don't sell it, I won't be mad. Even though this isn't really rare, I just feel like this card's really good looking. It's a nice looking card. Dragonite's like probably top 5 Pokemon. I'll say top 10 because I have a lot of favorite Pokemon, but Dragonite's like definitely a Pokemon I collect. So, and if you haven't noticed, yesterday I was like looking at some Pokemon news, and literally like overnight, what was it? The Regieleki went up like $25, and I went digging through my box, and it was funny because I had like 2 copies of both of the cards because when I pulled them, they were like worth $2. But it's so true with Pokemon, guys. It's Pokemon's easier than sports cards. I'll tell you firsthand, coming from someone that has collected more sports than Pokemon. Pokemon is just like the older it gets, the more it's worth. As we have shifted into this Diamond and Pearl, all the Sword and Shield stuff, the older it gets, the more, you know what I mean? Like, you can go back and cards like this isn't a rare card, but I bet in 10 years this card would um, probably be worth couple hundred bucks just because of the age and, well, this isn't a promo. Usually promo cards do really well. You wouldn't think so at the time because of the card sticking out of the box. It's like it's right there, right? There's so many because there's so many boxes, but promo cards always seem to do well. But anyways, moving on. So want to sell this for 25. I'm actually kind of firm on that. 35. This is what it was actually selling for online. I was as surprised as you guys, but I wanted to come down to 30, 25 on this. But yeah, it's just a base Japanese Dark Raticate. But again, a base. Probably really hard to find these in good condition, like 9s and 10s, really hard. Couldn't find a comp on this card. Raw I was seeing on eBay for about $4.99, so you know I'd probably come down to $20. Like I said, usually I leave $5-10 room on each card, unless if it goes over $50, I usually double or triple the amount of room I have. But this, I feel like I underpriced this a little bit. Again, ISA is actually, people talk crap about the company, and I get it, they're not the most popular, but I feel like they do grade cards accurately. Like, This looks like a 10 to me. You know, some grading companies, they just put 10s on everything, but I disagree with that with ISA because I actually probably have about 30 ISA slabs, and I've had a few 8.5s, a few 9s. They're definitely not all 10s, but anyways, this LeBron rookie, 50 bucks. A little bit of room on that, I don't know. So I'm a little higher than comps on this, 35 bucks, Eric Gordon, Pink Velocity. But I believe didn't he just get traded to the Clippers? So I feel like he's in a more better situation than he was previously in with the Rockets. It's out of 79. He'll be in the playoffs, and I've watched a couple of his games. He makes an impact on the floor. So yeah, I have some room on this card, but this card's cool, and Eric Gordon's a very underrated player that's been in the league a long time. So I couldn't find a direct comp on this card. There was a gold Luka Doncic that was going for about 500. This is the orange out of 199. I priced it at 100, but I have a lot of room on it because going off of what I paid for it, that's why I think of it. You know, as long as I'm making money, but priced it at 100. We'll see what it does. But again, one of my major things, I have a huge sign for my table, and it just says "Let's negotiate" because I want to let people know that the sticker price doesn't have to be the price. Like, we can talk, we can figure something out, you know. So another premium box set card. Like I said, I have about 5 of these cards, which is cool because they're all numbered, very bright. So I'm gonna try to line these all up in the thing together, but I feel like this is a good deal. I priced this a little cheaper at 30 bucks. Klay Thompson, PSA 9 out of 249. Nice looking card. So again, if you didn't notice, out of these cards, you know, not at least on the sports side, not a lot of rookies, not a lot of. I got great deals on these cards off Golden Auctions. These are to sell and make money. Let me know what you guys think about my pricing, what I could work on, anything. The show is the weekend after next. I should be done pricing everything probably by tomorrow morning. So, and then I'm gonna make some mystery bags for Pokemon, probably 10 of them. To be completely honest with you, 9 of them are gonna be like $10. There's gonna be like a $10 slab, a coin, a sticker, and 2 V or V Star cards that are worth like $2-3, right? And I'm gonna price them at 30 bucks. I only am gonna make 10 of them. 9 of them, you're probably gonna get like $15-20 worth of product. I'm making $10. But one of them, I'm going to put like a nice, probably like at least a $50 slab in there with, you know, probably like $80 to $100 of value. So I'm gonna do a 1 in 10 chance. So there's gonna be 10 bags that I'm gonna make, and one of them is gonna have a big hitter, and all the rest of them, you're gonna get a slab, you're gonna get stuff, but you're gonna lose $10 in value to me. But 1 in 10 chance, you know, that's not that bad. I'll let you guys know what card I'm gonna put in there. I'm gonna try to put something really nice in there, so I can take a picture of the card and advertise it like this is the hit, this is the chase card, whatever, whatever. Damn, this video is going on forever. If you stayed this long, comment. You're a real one. Just comment, I'm real. Because you're a real one if you stuck around for this long. Let me know what you guys think. I'm excited about all this stuff. My first show. Let's see if I can actually sell. I know I can buy cards. I've been buying cards for the longest. But let's see if I can sell. That's the real tricky part, isn't it? Alright, see you guys later.